Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy 420. Coming in a little late. We're going to blame it on the kids. We got big news on a Friday. And more importantly, we've got good vibes, man. Once again, I spent the whole day jumping around Twitter, YouTube, looking for good content. Your favorite your favorite NFT founders are bigger bitches than me, man. I was just kidding this morning. Like that's the seventh time I've blocked and unblocked Crolin. That's that's an inside joke. Um, but I fucking I found an old photograph from the Martha's Vineyard newspaper of me and my buddy Oberon that was up in Maine with me this past weekend. And Ross Toes there on the right, DJ Ross Toes. I don't know where Mr. Toes has been, but he used to be in these spaces. And that got me thinking about the articles that motherfuckers were digging up on me in the Vineyard newspaper from 20 years ago. Back when we first started these spaces and they started making up stories on me uh about the helicopter raids, and then that got me heated about all the weed that the cops stole from me back when it wasn't so cool. So y'all need to tweet out the room. You've had plenty of time. This one's going out to the Martha's Vineyard police. Black scandal bag. You sit in a bamba coney head a black rag. Who are the thugs? Them with Pambota Long Beach. Them load it and live before policeman them rich. Yo, herbalist, high grade specialist, export green stash, import green cash. Fill up a big house so the money get washed. Your hand feel like sick, no more callous, no rush. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. 5 pound of weed in a vacuum seal park. 4 of them pack fit in a Gucci brown sack. Westmoreland pass to Kingston Air Park. Delivered to Pilot and Chestnut Depart. Yo, herbalist, high grade specialist, export green stash, import green cash. Fire escalator so the money get washed. Your hand feel like sick, no more callous, no rush. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. CIA and FBI them up IPIO. Money in a envelope, pick up the blue suit. Run on your backyard and landscape fear run. Me never hear no man that run faster than one. Herbalist, high grade specialist, export green stash, import green cash. Fill up a go so the money get washed. Your hand feel like sick, no more callous, no rush again. Yo, herbalist, high grade specialist, export green stash, import green cash. Buy enough pum so the money get washed. Your hand feel like sick, no more callous, no rush. Yeah, Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Babylon them thief my herb, them thief my herb. Yeah, Babylon thieved my herbs, bro. That's a true story.
Boop boop. Hey, since we started early, can I play it?
Fire upon the Babylon them.
Can I play a song too?
Go ahead, Buju. Did these guys tweet out the room?
I don't know,
Seven
but
of them. Seven of
turn
them
up
did.
turn
That's
up the
about half.
tune and tweet out the room.
There you go.
Boop boop boop.
Drop it.
Run for them life. When I step into the jungle, so they wanna group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. But when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I make a witness decide to vacate the war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
Rumble in the jungle.
Yo, you hear that? Over, smell the aroma. Them done that a really long time when I ramp with a skinny couldn't wait from a coma. Listen, you hear that? Shots get fired in the world, right? Could have swing like gorillas in the mix. Nothing ain't crisp when it end up in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Jungle. The jungle. The jungle. The jungle. The jungle. The jungle.
Matarapawa.
I so long you make me wait for that they track there.
Pull up the tune, burn up the room, straight to the DJ.
Tweet out the room. Tweet out the room.
Burn up the room, straight to the DJ.
Straight to the DJ. Alpha.
Straight to the DJ. Pull up the tune, burn up the room.
In the jungle. What do you think of that?
That is straight fire, my guy.
Pull up
We're
the
gonna have to
room.
make
Tweet
that.
out the room.
That's the theme song from now on, homie.
Hell yeah.
That is dope. And you know what? On that note, we've got two really great products that we've been working on for you guys here in the jungle. One of them is a branded ledger, which is almost complete. Should be ready by the end of this month. And the second is a branded cannabis project that can be delivered at least anywhere in the United States. So both of those are almost ready. That's good news. And that's stuff that we don't talk about in here a lot. But it reminds me, I need to get our affiliate link for Ledger up top for those of you that do not even have one yet. It is very important to have at least one cold storage wallet. You should have multiple wallets by now. One for minting, one for trading, one for minting off contracts. Y'all know. Cole, what's going on with you, buddy?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
All right.
This branded ledger malarkey, how does that work? You have
I don't know. They hit me up. So a couple of people must have used our affiliate link and they decided that we were ready for the next step.
If you've got some like laser etching on the steely bit, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that.
Yeah, we got a good looking logo, man. It would look really good on a ledger. I would get another one.
I mean,
sure.
Everyone knows my feelings and opinions on ledgers and all that kind of stuff, but you know, it's kind of cool. I kind of
right. You're a Trezor guy, right?
No, I'm a post-it note guy. Yeah,
a post-it note guy.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
No one needs a cold storage wallet, but don't get me started on why you don't need a cold storage wallet.
Well, you might need a new phone, Cole. I can barely hear your ass.
Yeah, sorry, I've got earbuds in.
Oh, righto. Well, what's the news over on your side of the pond, man? I hear some crazy shit. Or not in your neck of the woods?
That depends what you mean by neck of the woods.
Cheerio, then. I got good news. You want some good news? NFT sales were up 41% in January. 41%. Now, we got to give 80% of that to Ethereum, but I think it's positive across the board, man. I don't know if any of y'all noticed, but things picked up on Chronos recently. There's more activity. Uh, even MMF was tweeting this morning about how we've been bogging down their perpetual decks, but they fixed it. We're getting ready for the big stuff. Drew, what's cracking?
Yo, so you remember how you're telling me to let everybody know about my next leverage play?
Yes, sir. Ahead of time. This is what's
Yeah,
up.
so I got you. Of course, this is all educational information, not financial advice. So you should not take it as financial advice. But I took a trade today. It is Rose USDT. The daily chart flipped above the descending resistance, and it's been consolidating above the one right now. In my opinion, it's looking fairly bullish. This may be a play that you hold for a few days. In my opinion, what I did, 10x leverage to 5x leverage. Rather 5x to 10x. Please don't do 20 to 30 because this is like obviously educational information. You could do, whatever you want to do because this isn't financial advice, but 20 to 30 might be a little bit high for this specific play, so that's why I went in 10x leverage with this play. And again, that's Rose USDT. It is available on KuCoin if you are leverage trading. I'm not sure what other exchanges it's on, but if it's on KuCoin, it's probably also on Bybit and a few others.
So for the new people in the audience, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, okay. So first and foremost, the last space I was in was profits and books, and those are my homies, and I had never heard them do this before. They read a straight up disclaimer at the beginning of the space, like straight legal speak. And I don't think we really need to go that far. I think Drew pretty much took care of it. Like if you're taking legal advice or financial advice from Twitter, you're fucked already. So hopefully, y'all are pretty smart down there. And if you're not, I mean, not if you're not smart. If you got any questions, the mic button is in the bottom left. That shit is free. You can come right on up here and you can ask anything you want. I just got into leverage myself like a month ago, less, 2 weeks. But before you come up here, bottom right, tweet out the goddamn room. Let's go.
Okay, one thing I'll say real quick, just for the people that really are not familiar, KuCoin, KuCoin. It is a leverage trading platform that you can trade leverage on. Leverage trading, say you're doing 10x leverage trading. If there is a 1% move on the chart, you gain 10% profit. Say you're doing 5x leverage trading and there's a 1% move, you gain 5% profit. It's very simple, but when you're leverage trading, inherently there is more risk because you're using a higher leverage when trading. And Rose USDT, that is just the currency pair. Rose is the crypto I was talking about, and USDT is just USDT. Whenever you put it on a currency pair, Rose USDT, that's the leverage trading currency pair that you would use if you chose to. Again, not financial advice.
No, that was a really good breakdown, Drew. I got a question for you. Let me know what you think about this. So, for new people, we definitely don't want to push them into leverage. We want them to learn uh, the basics of DeFi. We want them to learn the basics of blockchain and security first and foremost. My question is, do you think the opposite, well, not the opposite, but like opposite in terms of risk reward? I do you think liquidity providing would be like the 180 to that? Because what you're doing is you're cutting your risk in half. And if a coin that you've paired with a stable goes up 20%, you're only realizing 10% of those gains. And if it goes down 20%, you would only realize 10% of those losses. It makes me feel like we were on the right track the past year and a half, just really pushing for this community to learn how to become a liquidity provider, how to make LP tokens, and at least realize their freedom and ability to do that in DeFi wherever they want, and use it to their advantage, because I was doing some thinking today, which is dangerous. And I wrote something down on this sheet, and it says, liquidity providers benefit from market activity without buying, selling, or trading. And that's true. And I think it minimizes your risk on top of that, especially if you're providing liquidities for tokens that you're long term on, like Crow, like Thunder, like Bach. You know what I mean? Like Sphinx.
Yeah, in my opinion, liquidity providing, it's kind of like your traditional investing. Like, you just want some skin in the game, but you don't really want to take a huge risk. It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe like I don't think I could compare it to a 401k because that's like different, but it's just like you're in it for the long term. You're not looking for a lot of risk, but you want some skin in the game. Liquidity providing is a, way to get some skin in the game.
We are also seeing new ways to provide liquidity with tokens pegged to each other, one of them being a staked version of the other. So for Crow, L Crow pairs and Crow B Crow pairs, you're pairing Crow to Crow, but when you when you cash out, the half of your position that was in L Crow or B Crow will have gained 10% per year on the back end. So that's kind of cool, I think. So it adds 10% to your total APR.
Well, liquidity providing is also like, I mean, that's like the lifeblood of DeFi, pretty much, right? I mean, obviously, like, I mean, we deal with it all the time over at Sphinx. I mean, obviously, we have to have liquidity pairs for certain things and stuff like that. But you also have to understand what impermanent loss is. It is a long term game. There's options though, like if you want to get into like a bridge pool or something, like if you're just providing like your USDC liquidity for like a bridge, right? It's just a single stake. I mean, technically you're farming like, wherever the bridge is hosted. Like for us, it's like you get Sphinx tokens for whatever chain you're providing bridge liquidity for, right?
Isn't there an inherent risk in providing liquidity to bridges, though?
What do you mean?
Well, just because of the past history of bridge exploits.
Yeah, I mean, of course you could look at it that way, but then again, I mean, you could say that for anything. I mean, there's an inherent risk in any kind of protocol. So, I mean, like, like a staking pool could be hacked. Anything could be hacked, right? It's just, do you trust the people that you're putting your money in with, right? Like, do you think that they're following best practices for security? Are they audited? All different kinds of things that you need to look at. It's not just like a throw it and forget about it necessarily. That's what I would consider probably staking is. But if you're doing farming and stuff like that, you should probably at least be paying some attention.
What he's saying is important because there's been
Okay.
2.5 billion in bridge hacks since 2020.
Yes.
2.5 billion.
Well, hacks are good. For the muggles in the room, why should anyone put their tokens into an LP?
Well, like I was just saying, like I didn't know what I was doing.
But why though?
No, I'm gonna get to
why?
that, Cole. When I first started making LPs, I didn't know what I was doing. I was doing it for the APRs, right? But then I learned what I was doing, and like Sphinx was saying, I realized that is the lifeblood of DeFi, and that if we don't have liquidity providers, we don't have anything to trade. So,
yeah, okay.
I
Back to being
I
a
like
10-year-old.
the first part of what I was saying about the low risk of being a liquidity provider if you know, especially if you know what you're doing, because you have to know impermanent loss and minimize your impermanent loss.
Yeah, lots of big words.
So
I fully understand it because I've been around a long time. But
The
for
impermanent
the
loss is what I was talking about in the beginning. If it goes
okay.
down 20%, you lose 10%. If it goes
But
up 20%, you only gain 10%.
Yeah,
yeah,
look at how volatile the pair is as well. Like, you know, if it's like a token that's paired with something that's extremely volatile, then, you know, you got to be careful. It's a lot
so
of factors.
everything in DeFi is volatile. That's like it's a fucking no-brainer. It's like, but
Yeah,
No,
but it's
what
a
man,
the
little
big thing
stabilized
different.
is
it
though,
pretty good.
my big question, and again, we've all been around the block now, and we're in the same. We've kind of moved on, and we're in a different room. But the people that are coming into the room or coming into the space, they still don't understand what an LP is, and I don't think most people that are in crypto know what an LP is. They don't fully understand by pairing tokens. What's that providing? Is that providing the person with beneficial equity, or is it
Um,
providing the provider with beneficial equity?
so when I explain this to people that are just getting into it, what I try and point out is that for us to get away from centralized exchanges that are taking the spread and making the profit off of you, if we're going to trade uh peer to peer, you have to use liquidity pools, which means there's no middleman. You're trading on a ratio, which means you're trading off of the last trade that went through there and whatever ratio
Autom-
they left you.
Automated market maker. Yeah.
Automated market makers. Let's post that whiteboard video up top, like I love to do, because it's the basis of all of this. For us to trade without a middleman, we have to use automated market makers, which are liquidity pools or a daisy chain of liquidity pools to get to the final token. And that's just swapping with an algorithm giving you the proper ratio for your trade. Now, the only way we do that is by filling those liquidity pools for the automated market maker to work. We have to provide both of the tokens in ratio, in proportion, right? So, 7, or what are we at now? 12 crow to $1. So for every dollar I put into a LP, I have to put 12 crow, and I get a token back that entitles me, my one LP token at the moment right now entitles me to $1 and 12 crow back. Now, if crow goes up to 10 cents, that same token, I go back and I give it to them. I get $1 and I get 10 crow because crow went up. That's my
Mhm.
impermanent loss.
Yep.
That's the
But
best
Wait,
way
if
wait,
to
you're
what was
explain it.
that you said? That was your impermanent loss?
Oh, shut up, Bach. I was doing good.
hey, so I have a question. So beside the impermanent loss, right? So it's if you provide LP for just a pool that's normal, but what do you think about the one with emission? So like most of the decks and everything, right? They're giving out staking, and then they have emission, and then a lot of token gonna be pouring into circulating. So
well,
what?
as I believe
That
you're
might not have
talking.
been your phone. That might have been my wireless. Uh-oh. Power just went out in my house.
Yeah,
What?
Corgi.
There's a crazy wind.
Yeah, Corgi. Your question is really good, right? Like, for example, an example of this might be like MMF or Candy, or any of these like Dex tokens. The problem with that is like when you stake your LP, if you're holding your LP straight in your wallet, oh shit, that was weird. Let me just, why is? Oh yeah, back to what I was trying to tell you. If you're staking your LP and you're putting it into like a staking pool that provides you those emissions, you just earn what they're receiving. But the problem with that, right? It's like all these new tokens that are coming in. The chances of you having impermanent loss, it's way greater, right? Because the supply is out of whack. You might get in at 100 million supply, and then when you get out, the supply is at 500 million. It becomes
Yeah.
almost like it becomes almost like a game of like Ponzi, right? Like you have to make sure more people come in to make up for the amount of emissions that are popping out. And if there's like,
Or
yeah, go ahead.
or you have to do it correctly, which is not let your supply get out of control. You have to have regular burns built into your ecosystem. That's where MMF fucked up because they started minting like so many more than what their total supply was going to be, right? Isn't that the whole issue?
Yeah, but things
So why
the
is
way to
regular burns?
yeah
Why would that make everything stable? It doesn't work like that.
yeah Sphinx.
It's a Ponzi is a Ponzi, and we all know what a Ponzi
No
is.
no 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 Cole. Sphinx is right. But
When
the
he
problem
says
with
burns, he means buy back and then burn. That's
Yeah,
what he
buy
yeah
means.
back.
yeah
That's work.
yeah. But the problem with that Sphinx is like you have to get real economic value from somewhere to buy back your token. And I think like sometimes it's pretty cute to think about like, oh, a DEX can make a lot of money, but typically a DEX is not supposed to make a lot of money, right? That's why their percentages are like I don't know, 0.17, 0.25 on some decks.
Yeah,
And
but
it's like
yeah.
you're gonna have to really pull like $1 billion really a day, or even a million. Like I don't even know what the numbers will be, but like it has to be very high for you to sort of have your emissions and the APRs that you're offering, right? Because most of these pools they offer triple digit APRs, like anywhere from 100 to 300%.
You're 100% right on that. Yeah. And the thing is like, I mean, I can tell you guys how it works, like, as far as we go, right? Because, like, you're right. Dex fees are not going to feed that. Like, that's just not possible. But, like, the other things that we offer, so, like, the bridge fees, all the services that we offer to other projects when they come on, when they pay us to build things for them, project incubation all the way up to like complete blockchain integration and things like that. That's what goes back to the people as well. So that's kind of what makes it more sustainable. It's not just you can't rely on like trading fees, right? Like that's not going to work out. Plus, you can't set your APRs to like these insane amounts. Like it's just not sustainable. It's like whenever you see a pool that's like, I don't know, like 20K APR or something, and then it's like, well, that's definitely not going to work out. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it's just
like
a
you
matter.
earn $100 and then your $1,000 investment become like $100, right?
Yeah, it's a fucking
A lot
crazy
of us
shit.
went through this very early with VVS. We got in there with huge APRs and watched the token inflate like crazy, to the point where we didn't even know what we were making anymore. I
It's
can
First in
show
the
already
you a
over
pool.
90%.
snapshot. What?
It's already over 90% drop, right, on
Oh,
VVS.
way over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my snapshot from the first week was like I was $4,000 in that profit bar, and that bar, I'm still using VVS, not like I was probably making like $1 a day, but now it says $140.
So can I
A
six?
year a year and a
Can
half
I
later, it
ask?
says $140. So
Okay,
that's
sorry. Oh,
inflation.
me.
That's
My bad.
inflation. I hope you guys can hear me. The power went out in my house and we lost the wireless.
We can hear you.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you gotta have multiple streams of income for that kind of stuff to be sustainable, is what I'm
Right,
getting
and that's
at.
real yield. That's what we've been talking about recently with these platforms, is incorporating real yield and putting money back in.
Hmm.
Cole, go ahead, bud. Yo, Fuddy Duddy.
He's gone.
Oh, he is? I see him with his hand up.
Yeah, he's still
He's still
here.
there.
The one thing I would say, right? I think we have to also understand like these are like high risk assets, right? Like it doesn't really make sense to put your money in a whatever token that someone made up and only really receive like 8% or 10%, right? Because like I think like the sector that we're in is just high risk like altogether. So I think at the same time, like on the other side of it, VVS when they came out, right, they were offering, I don't even remember, like maybe 300 or something percent, and then they had like the extra boost or whatever else, and it almost starts like this rat race of like then MMF comes out, matches their pool, increases it, and then another Dex comes out, matches their pool and increases it. So if you want to kind of like have a stable shop, you can't really compete with anyone else, right? Because all the money is flowing to the highest APR as possible. Elder Carl, what's up? Cole, what's up?
Cole, go, Cole, go.
Okay, I've got two things to say now. VVS, when they first came out, like they were completely new on Kronos, so no one had ever seen anything like that before. So of course, people were jumping in. Their APR was so attractive; it was a no-brainer. And again, first in the pool, didn't taste the piss. Blah 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 blah. People made money. Loads of people made money. We know people that made money, etc. etc. Now evolve over 18 months. We're here now. Now, Sphinx, what makes you think that your decks or is going to bring people in, and what are you attracting and how are you attracting people other than new money comes in, old money goes out? How does it work?
Well, it's like I said. I mean, to call Sphinx just a Dex is kind of a misnomer because that's just a very small aspect of everything that we have. So it's 100% a DeFi platform that's cross-chained to like 9 chains at this point. I mean, we have a DeFi app with fiat on-ramps. We have an NFT marketplace that generates revenue. We have bridges for all of these chains that generate revenue. Um, like I said, the DEX fees as well. Every time for our pools, there are performance fees. So whenever you harvest, some of that is taken and it's burned instantly. So, I mean, there's built in sustainability. It's just the way that you handle it. Like, I think our highest yield on the Sphinx token itself in the staking pool right now is 54% because it's sustainable. And we can't be having it at like 400%. Like, would people like to see that? Yeah, they probably would, but that's not going to last. Like, it just doesn't make sense to do so long term. What I'm saying is, you have to have multiple income streams. Like Pancake Swap, let's just use them for an example for
But
BSC,
you're
right?
using other people as benchmarks, and that's like almost like saying, Ford, they made cars. We're making cars just like Ford made. It doesn't work like that. If you're a new platform, you have to kind of get people in on your new beliefs or your new, project.
Well, yeah, what I was going to say about Pancake Swap was they can probably sustain that because they have so much traffic, right? And that's all that they are is a DEX. So what I'm saying is we have diversified to multiple different ways that feed the system from all these different areas, right? And yeah, we do need more people to come in to grow, obviously, or we just stagnate, right? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do the whole time lately, right now, by bringing in all these other chains and stuff. We just widen the net of people that may want to find a place where they can do all this from one place. And to onboard new people is our main mission by making it easier with our app. There's no RPCs to use, they're already set up for you. Like, there's major liquidity routers for each chain. If we don't have the liquidity, like PancakeSwap, MMF, for Crow, I mean, you're right. If we just stagnated and stayed the same and didn't get any revenue and anything like that, we would fail. That's always
And
a
we've seen it
possibility.
happen, right? We've seen it happen right here on Kronos. I've watched 4 dexes that I was using regularly do absolutely nothing and just watch their volume and users disappear. Um, it's sad, but I don't see that with Sphinx. I see a lot of new stuff. I see a lot of new chains. I see a lot of outreach. And before Carl goes, I just want to say that we welcome Sphinx to the Kronos chain. I know it might not feel like that, but we do. What's
Yeah.
up, Carl?
So I preface this by saying I'm not talking about a specific project or person because people seem to make connections and leaps and then get all butthurt about very specific things. But like, I think it's important for people to understand that and you guys had talked about it just in the last few minutes, that like at the end of the day, you need more coming in that's coming out in terms of like revenue to support. Like it's funny to me every time I listen to tokenomics, your token can burn, it could buy back, it could rebase, it could make you breakfast. It doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. Like it doesn't matter all that shit. All it does is push things down the line. It pushes it later. It supports a floor longer than it maybe should. Like it does, like you need to have use for it to be there, or it's a game. Either way, it doesn't, like that's the thing that I always get all like hung up on when I hear things like this. It's like you're everybody's correct in that the token needs to make sense, the tokenomics need to make sense, your emissions can't be greater than what you're bringing in, et cetera, but don't, like it drives me nuts when it's like, oh well, it doesn't actually matter. And again, I'm not saying Sphinx you said this because I triggered when you came up with it, so like, oh, I need a burn, but I hear it in a ton of spaces, and not even just from projects, from people that clearly don't even understand the project that they're investing in at times, where it's like, well, it doesn't matter because this has a burn and a buyback, or the tokenomics are ridiculous and it flips it 60 times over before it pays out emissions. Like all this shit doesn't matter. Like it needs to have a purpose, or eventually, whether it's today, tomorrow, a year from now, 2 years from now, nobody's going to want it anymore and they're going to dump it. That's just the reality of the situation. So I just want people to understand this, because people that don't know this stuff and like get very confused about all the terminology that's getting thrown around, and they think something is very sophisticated, will completely believe in things just because it's there. Like we have literal people on Kronos, on Ethereum, on Poly, and you can go look because these things exist all over the place, that think their coin is like creating money, like it's a fucking tree in the backyard that you can go pull cash off of. Like it doesn't work that way. It's got to come
No,
from somewhere.
it doesn't. And I agree with everything that you're saying. I mean, 100%. You know, it's just like I'm saying, it's like, you know, I'm not saying the possibility that we guarantee we won't fail, like, you know, but the way that I feel like we're doing it, and we're going to have use for our token as well through like paying for services and things like that. We've got things coming down in the pipeline that I can't really talk right now that are pretty innovative that I think. And you don't constantly need new people. You need enough people, which is, you know, I mean, the thing about a lot of things is like, I don't want to get into like a whole argument, but it's like, you know, with capitalism and stuff, right? It's like, oh, you always have to have more growth. You have to have more growth. You have to have more growth every year. Well, it's like eventually there's a finite amount of growth you can have. It's just, how are you going to make it sustainable with what you have? You know, I'm not telling you
Yeah.
it's a moonshot.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's the thing. That's another thing too. I think it's important. And again, like you're fielding that side of the discussion because you're the only Dex that's up here. But like, I think it doesn't need to be. This is another misnomer in the spit. Like I've talked about it a lot recently in little spots, but like not everything is going to be Bored Ape Yacht Club. Okay, guys, like let's accept this now. I know everyone in here thinks that the PFP they're wearing is going to be worth $300,000 at some point, but that's okay, because when you look at what happened in the bull market, right? We're going to go back and reference the good old days of the bull market, and everything was going crazy, and you could drop a bag of shit on the ground and it turned into $1 million. Okay, like there was still a ton of people in the world that didn't come in and didn't believe. Why? Because they're not going to buy a monkey for $300,000, no matter how much you tell them it's worth $300,000. They just aren't. They might come in and buy something for $5. They might buy something for $2. They might buy something for $100 and then use it for something and then move on with their life. Like mass adoption to me is funny when people talk about it, because they assume that mass adoption equals every NFT and every token they own turns into like life changing money, that they're going to become like rich, and everybody who doesn't own crypto today is going to be poor. No, mass adoption means that it's just used in our day to day lives, like at everything. And if you look around you, there's plenty of things that exist in the world today that aren't going parabolic in value because they're good. Okay. And the same thing would go with investing. Everybody thinks that because crypto is going to be mass adopted, that every person in the world is going to become an investor. That's not how the world works either. There's tons of people who don't care. You can literally walk to somebody and say, "Give me $10, I'll give you 100 next year. Promise you, I'm not a scammer." and they'd say, "Nah, I'm good. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat lunch," and then they'd walk away from you. Like that's just how people are. Like everybody's gonna be investing in things all the time. So like there is a fine line. There's nuance to all this stuff, and it's good to have people. Like if Sphinx of what you're saying, like you don't need to be Uniswap. There's gonna be one Uniswap. Okay, guys, there's gonna be one. It's gonna be King of the Castle. I don't know if it's gonna be Uniswap or not. Whoever, doesn't matter. My point is that there needs to be filler all the way down to the bottom because not everybody is gonna be able to be affording this shit at the top, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance, you know. We can't get into all of it, but I like a lot of things that you were saying. One is mass adoption is not what people think it is. Mass adoption is when everybody's car registration is an NFT and 90% of them don't even know it. They don't need to know what Algorand is. They just have to be able to access their registration with a computer, right? But we're literally almost there. And that's bullish for crypto in general. And the other nuance is that getting into crypto gives you access to your funds and the ability to transfer them 24 hours a day. And it gives everybody the ability to invest, where the stock market, even with Robinhood, was a real barrier to entry to the consumer. Because even when they did let you in, they had you on a leash, you know? If a coin got good, like when AMC got good, they fucking hit the switch on it. They shut it off for everybody, and they're still doing that shit.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, they did it the other day.
Yeah.
We're definitely onto something new, and nobody knows what it's gonna look like exactly, but it's happening all around us.
Oh, Alpha, did you see what Crypto.com announced
today? No.
Yeah, they're gonna stop the DeFi earn for True USD.
Oh, dude, I saw this coming, and I was gonna say it at the beginning because they cut off they cut it off on the centralized.
Yeah, there was like a lot of other coins though. I feel like they just
and it was the day after Tectonic fucking robbed all of us of Crow and took their True USD back. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Real shady
shit. What do you say, Cole?
Right. What I find really, really entertaining and funny is when CDC say, "Oh, there's 5 million wallets, 10 million wallets, 100,000 wallets," and it's like, okay, there's X amount of wallets on Kronos, but them Oxaddies that are on DeFi are Polygon wallets, Ethereum wallets. It's like they haven't been created. No, they're all the same fucking
and a lot of
wallets.
them are contracts. A lot of them are tokens, dead tokens, dead wallets. Right? You can spawn as many as you want right now. So that's true. What we look at is daily active users, and that number continues to be in the low thousands. And we have 2,000 daily active listeners in this group. And I think that's our real value. That's what we need to focus on, is growing that from 2,000 to 4,000 to 10,000, by the end of this year. And then we're really on to something. And do it organically,
volume.
not taking other
transactional volume.
The daily transactions also.
Yeah, watch the daily
transactions. Sorry, buddy.
Go ahead, Alex.
Thank you. I hear all these innovative things from Dexes. I just wanted to, shout out a new feature from Moonflow today. If you guys have ever wanted to grab royalties from NFTs before you purchase them, well, we've now implemented a feature to where currently you have to be a Moonwolf holder, but in the future we'll bring it to everybody. We like to bring utilities to our holders first, but if you see an Easter egg attached to the NFT, you can click it and you can check the royalties claimable on the NFT before you purchase it, so that you can enjoy extra benefit. Just wanted to shout out some innovation on the blockchain today, guys.
Bro, that's every day from Moonflow this week. What was it yesterday? You guys started taking candy as a token to mint and buy NFTs, right? That
was definitely a new feature.
Are you guys taking back token yet? Crazy 2.0.
Cole, go. Why? Like,
It's his
good job,
job.
Blue.
Oh,
Whoa,
Here's
hold
the
Bat,
up.
come
thing:
on.
is
Cole's just
at
ruining
least
everything.
There's
Cole is
no malice
consistent.
involved. It's just jokes and banter.
Cole,
For
you just
fuck's
keep
sake.
cyberbullying people. No
Just
one's
a
like.
bit of banter.
Hey, so Sushi messaged Bad Gas about that. So what do we need to get the marketplace on your Crossy 2.0?
Oh, Sushi, talk to you guys.
Yeah. Sushi's talked to me.
Yeah. I said let's make a Discord chat or a group so we can talk in a more private environment about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you
but
about it later.
I'll just send you a follow.
Okay, all right.
What's wrong with right here,
See?
Buck?
Connection. It's like LinkedIn here. It's like,
You
Oh,
you
it's
need
better
to
than
thank
LinkedIn, Cole.
Cole.
Come
You
on.
need to thank Cole for that engagement right there.
Yeah, thanks,
That's all
Cole.
Cole.
Thank you, Cole.
Thank
Really
you,
love
Cole.
yeah, bitches. Calm the fuck down.
Recognize. We got 2 minutes until our second 420, my favorite 420. We are back on our bullshit in here. And it feels good on a Friday. Nobody ever knows how the market's gonna go, but I got a feeling like this weekend might be the 25K Bitcoin. Nobody's got anything better to do.
I got a question for Bach actually, because me and him have been neighbors in a lot of spaces the last couple of days because I've been in a lot of the other spots. You hearing anything different? I feel like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's been essentially like 7 versions of repeat from everywhere I go. It's been kind of because I've been trying to get out a little bit more to all these other ones. I'm just curious what your seems like everyone's kind of just regurgitating everywhere. But you're in more of them than I am. I noticed you before I get there.
Yeah, are you mentioning more about like the Alex's space and all the like?
Not just Alex. I mean, Alex's space is Alex's space. Like that's the same every time. Take it for what it is. I'm talking just like even like books, and you have the roundtable ones. Like especially with the Cabal shit yesterday, it's funny to see like everybody come up and say like everyone needs to do their own research, and then they just like it drives me nuts in those spaces more than anything. And like here, I'd hope that we're a little bit more to call it out when like people come up and say, hey, love the space, thanks for having me, been a big supporter forever. I'd really just want to come up and agree with everything that you just said, and it's been really awesome to hear everybody say everything that I'm thinking, and like 5 minutes later you're like got nothing other than do your own research, and they're like, it's just I don't know, I had to step out of them yesterday because it couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I think a lot of it comes from just like worshiping like the influencer, right? Like you're in a space with hundreds of people. It's almost like I don't know. Imagine like Elon Musk coming into the space. Like I feel like a lot of people will come in and be like, Elon, I love the platform. I love Twitter, even though Twitter spaces rugs like every single day. Like it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like it's just like, for example, right? For you, Elder Carl, I feel like if you hosted a space about boomers, you have a lot of people that are your fans will come up and just give you praise, right? Because just wonderful project. I love it. I don't know. I think it's just human nature. It's just, it's just.
It's crazy, bro. There were like blockchain maxis on Twitter today justifying Mario's use of bots to get his space numbers up because it got Elon to come in there. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Do we have any principles around here or not? I don't know.
I don't know, Alpha. I'm kind of the whole bot situation. I think it's just the name of the game, Alpha.
So we should bot this space until Elon comes in, and then everybody's happy.
Hey, Alpha, look, if you
I
can do
don't
whatever
want Elon in here.
That's what I'm saying.
You could do whatever you want with your space, Alpha. But if you have like a big goal, right? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, Bach. It's our space, and I feel like we had big goals, and people are losing sight of the fact that like we're here doing this together every day.
So what's the
I
goals?
feel like it's like a little bit of game theory,
Explain the goals. Let's go back to basics. What are the original goals?
To
just like what Alpha
onboard
said,
and
just
educate. so
Just
that
like what
we have
Alpha
an
said a couple of
army of
minutes ago.
knowledgeable.
Okay,
Whoa.
so why have we all gone off tangent then and now shilling shit? Why aren't we onboarding and educating people anymore? It
Well,
just seems
because
to
some of
be
us started
shilling and
projects, and
stuff.
other people got jealous, and they said, "Well, I'm not going to join their project. I'm going to start my own project." And then that spurred other people. And then people started tokens, and people were like, "Well, I'll start my own token because I'm not getting involved in their shit. Like I'm
Can we
better
all
than
not
that."
just give each other a cuddle and embrace each other
I
and
think we'll
help
probably
each other
get
along?
there. I think honestly we'll probably get there. It's just like we've been through so many stages of development as a community already, and it's still just like the beginning of the second year.
I think first off, don't touch me, please. Second off, what if you did like no shill sections? Like call it like no shills, like do shill fucking Thursday or something. Wait, hang on. Do shill Tuesday because I never can be here Tuesday. So do shill Tuesday, and then kind of shut
What
down the
about
rest.
Fridays? What's Fridays
No,
going to do?
Friday's the best day
Fridays
to not
like
shill.
chastise every
Here's a perfect
motherfucker in the
example of how we
space.
come to consensus around here as a group. KD is gonna come up here. He's gonna yell at everybody. Watch. KD, how we doing? How's this community? How's this community doing?
I love KD.
Me too.
KD's cool.
But when he comes up here, it's because the
Hey,
community's fucking up.
hey
What's up?
guys,
He's
good
not Jimmy the
afternoon.
Otter, is
Sorry.
he?
No, I'm sorry, man. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody doing well. Now, dude, I came out here for two things. The Alpha, you said Sonic went bad. I've been behind news for so long, dude. Like, I'm
No, I
overworked with
still love
shit.
them. They
No,
just
what happened? Because I hold the bag of this MFers, man.
what they did was on the supply and what's the opposite of supply? Borrow. On the borrow lend platform, they changed the loan to value ratio from 70% to 60%. So a lot of people, depending on how much Crow and stable coins you were holding, some people got liquidated for like 2 million. I got liquidated for 100,000.
Oh, I did not know that. I gotta check my shit.
Yeah, it stung, my guy. It definitely stung. But
Yeah.
they
I'll spend
paid
my money.
themselves back in true USD, and I think we're good.
I agree. I agree. Hey, one question for
I don't have
Buck.
to
Hey,
start
Buck.
from zero. They left me more than half.
Oh, that's good. Hey, Buck, how are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing
Buck,
good, Katie. I send you a follow.
you sent me a follow? Why? What happened?
Because we're not following each other, bro.
Anyways, listen. So since you upgraded this cross seed to 2.0, I've lost some NFTs that I believe were on your cross seed 1.0. Are they lost or they somewhere else or
No,
what
if you
are?
go to your dashboard, you're gonna see something called Legacy Crossy on the you're gonna see your normal one, and there's gonna be something called Legacy Crossy on the other side. If you click into that, you should be able to cancel all your listings if you
You
want
mean
it.
on the homepage?
No, on your dashboard or your profile page.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering. I couldn't navigate the
I
shit
was
out
already
of
seeing
it.
Low down here. Low's laughing. He's like, "Oh shit, Bach is in trouble again."
Oh no, I
Bach,
didn't care to
Bach,
cause trouble.
not everything is an attack, Bach.
No, I think you
Yeah.
did good, Bach, because you launched a
Jeez.
new platform, but you didn't just e-break the old platform, and that's not easy to do. You got people that are still listed from the old platform, the custodial version, where you had to, and people maybe didn't even realize this, but in the old Crocy, you had to give custody of your NFT to the platform for them to list it. And now you don't, and you have gasless listing, gasless price changes. It's very cool.
I'm going to say something that I really, really don't want to say, but I've been on Crocy 2.0 and it's actually pretty decent. And it fucking hurts me to say that. But, oh, I'm going to
Holy
burn in
shit!
hell.
Tape check.
Close the
Please
space.
book
Just
this.
close it. Just close it down. That's it. End
Drink
it.
some water and brush your teeth.
I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
Bach has some
cry.
work. Bach has some work to do on the UI, the UI
I
UX.
told
Yes,
you.
but
I
it's all
told
right.
you.
I'll give it to you, Bach, man, and it's all right. You know.
I said, give it a little bit of time. We're all gonna hug and make up, and everyone's gonna be fine. And here we are. And it's not even our third 420 yet.
No fucking flowers though, yeah.
Nah, none of that.
I appreciate it, Cole. Thank you, bro.
I like it too. I genuinely like the layout. I like how smooth it is to do the transactions. I like how smooth it is to select multiple NFTs to do a transaction with. It's just wicked fucking smooth, guy.
Yeah, we're still gonna be updating. We're working with other marketplaces to integrate just the full aggregator all together.
I
So
just take the fucking accolade, motherfucker, and just sit back.
I gotta say, my favorite part, because I forgot that I had put the founding NFTs in there when you launched, was going back a couple days later and finding a nice amount of Crow over there. And I know it was because there was a backlog of Crow to distribute. And
it was a full year.
Yeah, so it's not always going to be like that. But if the volume goes up, if the bull market is back, if NFTs went up 41% in volume sales in January, if we keep this going, who knows?
And I know, Alpha, you probably weren't in the Crow C like founders meeting that we had a few days ago, but one avenue that we're looking at, sort of like the same situation with Sphinx, we're looking at integrating other NFT marketplaces, almost having like a network of NFT marketplaces with all different names and different like profiles, but still have the same founding members that are part of that like of the origin.
Well, you can integrate our NFT marketplace. It's cross chain. Just launched like last week, I think, and Crow support launched last week as well. I mean, not that.
Yeah, Sphinx. I would love to work with you because like my goal is like to be an aggregator where even people that shop on CrowC, they can see anything that you're listing on your platform, and we're not taking a fee at all. We're essentially trying to connect all the liquidity together. So yeah, no, let's definitely work. If you share me like your flow and structure, I think we can integrate it pretty quickly.
I like the phrase flow and structure. That's kind of cool. What do you think about Moonflow and Corgi back? Give me your verdict on their platforms. Do you think they're cool? I think you could all work together and bring some harmony to the whole space.
Yeah, no, I like Corgi and Moonflow. I think like I think Moonflow did a really good job with integrating the gasless listing first, and Corgi has been doing a really good job with the staking, just like the simple weekly pool.
Did you just say Corgi, not Corgi? Corgi.
Corgi Studio.
Corgi. I got a
Like someone
Corgi.
better make fun of somebody because y'all are being way too nice to each other right now. It's weirding me out.
Yeah, and I think like overall, right? I think like, and I'm not saying like CrowC is going to be one to do this. Maybe we're not, but I think if there's one platform that integrates all of the marketplaces all at one, where there's this central liquidity book almost, where you can trade it, and we can even make a contract that you can buy all the NFTs from different marketplaces in one transaction, almost exactly like what Blur and GemXYZ has. I think would be really cool. We did the beta test with Bisu's Bay, and then literally a day after, Bisu's Bay could completely change the structure. And I'm still working with Bisu's Bay on sharing that flow, and integrating it in. So right now we're working with Corgi, Minted, and more than likely Moonflow and whoever else wants to work with.
Corgi.
Corgi, yeah.
It's a dog, bro. It's a dog.
Yeah, like a
different
Corgi.
pronunciations around the world. It's like
It just sounds very close to another word that's much different than what people are probably looking for.
Oh, I got you.
Wait, what is Corgi? Orgy?
Bug.
Oh, orgy. You mean like an orgy?
Yes, fuck, like an orgy.
Yeah, orgy, Bug. Bug. Bug, do you have a table on NFT Miami, Bug? I mean, NFT New York, Bug?
Wait,
I do not have a table, KD. I mean, how much does the table cost?
I don't fucking know. You're the one with projects, bro. I got no projects, bro. Why are you asking me? You're the
I
one
want
with
to
it.
know.
I don't know, dude. Like, you
Jesus,
gotta
you
look at
don't
the
want to
budget, bro.
advertise your project? I mean, you don't want to be
Like
out there?
Elder
Well,
Carl said it. Like we bought this board ape at the top, bro. 330K. You know, like
I mean,
yeah,
is
I'll
that
give you
all
some
these cables.
I'll give you some cost cutting secrets, Buck, because I was at NFT NYC last year, and Johnny Chimps and I just made some fake passes, got in there for free, grabbed ourselves a table, pushed somebody else's shit off of it, put our shit on it, and it was on and popping,
Are you
bro.
serious?
Yes, that shit was free 99, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't want to. Yeah, probably
Well,
not.
all right. So you can either, pay the 300K, or you can do it my way.
That's a pretty long flight to New York. I don't know.
Bro, if you meet me there, I will sneak you in and push someone else's shit off a table to get it for you.
why you coming over?
Yeah.
Oh, at least I know your face. You don't know mine. So, okay. Welcome to New York,
Oh,
bitch. I got you. When you
welcome to
come
New
out
York,
here,
bitch.
all right. Hey,
Welcome to the
Cole.
party.
Hey, Cole. What about you, man? You doing my NFT Paris, bro? You gonna have your project out there or what? Cole. Cole.
Can't be dealing with you motherfuckers. Not traveling anywhere. I don't want to see any of your faces.
He's
Fuck you
taking
all.
he's taking his Unicron piss to the Catalina wine mixer, bro. You got to meet him there.
I definitely thought you probably be in NY. I mean,
No, I'm gonna write a
Paris.
nice letter. I'm rugging everything. Gonna write a nice letter.
No.
I'm
We were
gonna
doing so
thank
good
you all
this
for
week.
coming.
Yo, is Troops gonna be there? Troops, throw thumbs up if you're gonna be NFT Paris, bro. You're in
Well,
London. Is right across from you.
hop, skip, and a jump.
Nobody's gonna be there.
Across the channel
Oh,
there. Nope.
down. Okay, I got you, Troops.
Paris just sounds fancy, Just sounds
No, but a
expensive.
lot of people. I hear a lot of
KD,
projects.
Paris is way too fancy for you.
No,
You ain't gonna
but
fucking blend in,
no, I'm
motherfucker.
not going there, bro. I'm not going there. What I'm trying to say is that I hear a lot of ETH projects and Polygon projects going to be there. So that's why I thought maybe Chronos projects going to be there too. I'm just asking, there's a lot of Europeans in our community.
We got to be showing up.
Yeah, I believe Andrew Tate's he's gonna rock a project. Yeah, Jake Paul's gonna rock up as well. KSI, perhaps.
Alpha's favorite
All the other
influencer right
failures
there.
in the fucking NFT
I don't know if
space.
you guys heard,
Oh
but
shit, Troopers is speaking. Fucking hell, he's got 3 projects now since he's been in the listening space.
ooh, we got one of those boys in jail already, and the other one is like on his way, dude. I don't think that apology video really cut it. Sorry, Jake, Logan, whatever your name is. Troops, what's up?
Good evening. Fucking hell. Well, I'm glad you moved from talking about fucking meme coins and shitty tokens to something a bit more fun that I can get involved in the conversation.
Right? People want us to stay on subject. It's like, why, bro?
We moved on. But no, I won't be going to France. Fuck France. Who the fuck wants to go to Paris? Nah. No thanks, KD. I'll stay up here in Scotland.
No, I thought you'd probably be out there. I mean, shit, we got a big community out there.
Yeah, that involves
You know
doing
what
fucking,
though?
that involves doing outreach and actual onboarding. Nah.
The French know how to riot, that's for sure. Like when shit doesn't go their way, they're really good at that. I'll give them that.
It's true.
Like,
Hey,
we
what's
have
up
to
with this
fucking shit
balloon?
up.
You guys
They can do
been
a
hearing
strike.
this balloon thing? Like, there's a spy balloon.
Yeah, the Chinese spy balloon over Kansas City or whatever.
I haven't even been able to do any research on this yet, man.
Bro, this is not okay.
No, this is a hot topic. We're gonna have to go to Mario's space to find out the real alpha on the fucking Chinese space balloon.
Do we have to?
No, I'm not going in there anymore.
Can you just send me a summary in 3 minutes to summarize the 8 hours of content that goes on in there?
Honestly. Good engagement farming though. You go in there, you get a couple hundred followers. It's not that bad. You know what the big news is though today? Elon tweeted that they are going to be splitting the ad revenue with creators on Twitter if they put ads on your thread. So does that mean threads are monetized and not spaces? Because that's fucked up.
How does that
Just
work if you've paid for Twitter Blue to not get ads? So are you going to be bombarded with ads?
No. Here's the funny part. To get the payout, you have to be Twitter Blue. So you're making money off the ads that you don't have to see, that the people who don't pay do have to see when they read your shit.
Wait, what are you talking about? Twitter Blue, you still get ads. I get ads like every single day.
They
Yeah.
say less. They don't say they remove it. They say less ad.
Say less.
Yeah.
Yo, Alpha, bro, I'm at the gym. I wanted to pop in and I just checked my KuCoin. If you entered when I mentioned earlier on 10x leverage, you'd be up 9% already. Figured I'd just come in here and say that.
Olay.
Hey, Drew,
Are you
don't
going to
look at
pin
anybody.
something up top?
Don't look at anybody in the gym. Don't look at anybody.
Don't look at anyone. Don't take any videos.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going? Oh, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I've seen those. You know, the cool thing is now that I have this iPhone 14, it has like a slide over the camera. My case does, so I could slide it over, so I can't get accused at all.
Damn, I gotta get a new phone. I want to slide.
All right, I'm gonna head out though because I just figured I'd mention everyone that entered, you'd be up like 9%.
Yeah, see how much better it is when you do it this way, Drew? Then it's not an I told you so. It's a let's
Look,
go.
Private group. Private
You
group.
haven't pinned anything yet.
It's kind
Obviously
of
going
I
to
told
pin
you so.
something in a
You
minute.
came in
You're
here
going to
and
be
it was like,
pinning
hey,
something.
remember that thing I told you about? It's up, like I said it was. Like, that's basically I told you so. I mean, congrats. That's cool, but...
I know, but he used to come in and do that, but he didn't tell us ahead of time what to trade, and it really sucked. So I'm like,
Yeah,
now
this
at
time I
least we
told
got a
you.
chance.
This time I told you.
This time he did tell us. Atlas and then Jello.
Do you think he would still come off his mic in the gym and come and tell you all if you all got fucking wrecked from his advice?
Oh no. He
No,
only
probably
pops in
not.
for the told you so's.
Right,
For sure.
gotcha. Not that it was advice. It
I'm
wasn't
here
advice,
every
Drew.
day.
Wasn't
Rain or
advice.
shine, win or lose, Solana or Crow. I'm here, man.
Yo, I was gonna say this is the perfect opportunity when we were talking about getting marketplaces together. We should all get a freaking booth, bro. All these events, we need to represent Crow. We should all like get our projects together to pitch in for like a booth. Maybe we can hit a corner, each have a corner or something. That would be sweet. I do like the post you were saying about Elon Musk. I mean, I already paid for the Twitter Blue thing. I might as well, if they're going to monetize it, you know, that's kind of cool to reward people that are essentially paying for it. I know there's all those no blue check marks who hate blue check marks, but that's okay. To each their own. But I'm for it. Shoot, if I'm going to get paid for, you know, get some of my money back for being a creator as well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I got to start writing threads.
Yeah, you should expose people on those threads.
Oh, yeah.
High engagement.
All right.
You should talk about like the truth about coal and Trollcoin or something.
The history of Kronos rugs. I could do that. I could do a 24.
Yo, Buck, you really
tweet
look to
thread on
start
that.
a war. You're looking really to start a war, right? Like they will pick you and eat you up alive. Why do you start, bro? I don't understand.
They can't do not to Bach.
They,
Bach's been through
Cole is ready to rip
hell
him
and high
apart. The
water,
new
bro.
asshole, bro.
Be
Shit.
nice, Bart. Come on. We're
It was
just
just a
we're just
joke.
re-engaged now.
I was taking
We're
a
having a
piss out of
cuddle.
Cole.
We're eating each other's cake.
Yeah,
We're
it's the
being
end of it.
nice. Let's not go there. Come
We're
on.
coming
I was just
downhill,
taking a piss out of you, Cole.
isn't it? Ellis is hold on. Ellis is sending me a bunch of DMs.
Oh,
So
he's
the
gonna.
ads.
He's gonna share.
Wait,
He's gonna
why do
share
you guys
some of his
make
No.
fun
You
of
guys
stuff.
are all worried like it's about Bach. It's about the ads, you ding dongs. Hold on. So the ads that show in threads now count as views. So the paid ads that are on timelines get revenue, and so do the threads. But then he's just doing a bunch of emojis like, oh, because we were fucking it up. All right, I get it. Did that make sense? Actually, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. Sorry. Ellis, that was a really terrible fucking...
No, Alpha, like it's simple, right? Like guys like Zach XBT and like other guys that write like these long threads that get like a lot of views. I think that those are the people that are gonna get the most amount of money, right? Because I think what Elon is trying to target is to try to get engagement for people to reply and like imagine you start one thread and then people keep commenting, your thread reply just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
This could go bad, Bach, now that I think about it.
You know,
Because I was in Alex's or Thread Guy's space
you
a minute
know
ago,
what's on your timeline,
and
bro?
he straight up started his space. Oh, here's the man of the hour. Hold on, Ellis. He started his space by saying, so Elon is monetizing threads, which means if you guys don't like and retweet my shit, then you don't want my kids to eat. And that's a hell of a way to start a space, dude.
I've heard that before.
I wouldn't do that to you guys.
You know what you see on your timeline already? Paid ads, right? Paid ads, when already they get the replay already, is at the back end. They would get revenue for it. You don't have to hear the sound for them to get revenue, right? It's a back end play. So when you go in threads, when you scroll a bit through a big thread and they do place ads in there, those ads never used to get rev because it just didn't count, even though they should because it's doing the exact same thing. So those ads, which are still paid ads for timelines, that's what they're going to monetize. It's not going to be creator stuff and that yet, unless they specify. The baseline of which it is already what exists. So paid ads on the timeline that convert into thread posted ads, that's what's going to now be accounted for in views and clicks, even if you're not clicking it. It's just a back roll play.
Interesting. So you don't have to click it. The money go like
is a lower percentage. So like the analytics. So we already see the analytics for like percentages of what's played. Like I could post a video of me doing a snippet of a song, right? 10% watch to the very end, 50% do this percent of the like how many, right? All that shit's broken down, and when it's not clicked with audio, is like that's a full play. When it's a full play, is an interaction. That's a different level of like revenue split. It's a different analytic. But when it comes to just a back end play, the video is re-rolling, the sort of video with no sound, it's just a straight raw play. That's a different sort of thing. So that's like why it's always been complex. He's going through a lot of things and crunching what's complex to bring it simplicity. So it's catching up shit.
I got you. Now I get it a little bit better. Appreciate
soon monetization for creators, hopefully.
Right.
Alpha, do you see now from the young? You learn, definitely not. Alpha, but you're going, I appreciate you. Amazing how spaces go.
It was spicy before, Carly.
Doesn't matter who the fuck it was.
Glad you're here. We always need a female presence up here.
Why?
I don't know what happened. Oh.
Why? Hang on.
Oh, I'll tell you why. It's the yin and the yang, man. It's lady. It's
but you can't be assuming her gender like that. That's not cool.
Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck. I'm a female, but why do you need a female up here? I'm more man than fucking female.
Oh, well, now you're getting into stuff.
Alpha, I saved your balls there on that chat, so shut the fuck up. Okay.
She's halfway through transition, so but it's fine.
We support you.
I think she's halfway through 1.5 liters of vodka, to be fair.
Yeah, just about weekend. Here we go, lads. No, I saved your skinny little ass, Alpha. There. Don't worry.
Cheers to the weekend.
Cheers.
Jello.
What's up? Some other changes coming for Twitter. They announced yesterday, the Twitter dev Twitter feed announced they're going to start charging for access to the API, which is huge news and totally under the cover. So any application you use right now that uses the Twitter API, on February 9th, you may not be able to use it anymore.
They're doing it on February
9th. They announced it yesterday, and they don't even let us know yet how much it's going to cost. They say there'll be a fee. That's it. So everybody's going crazy.
They are flying by the seat of their pants.
I think I saw the
$100.
What was that, Buck?
$100 a month.
Is that what it is?
$100 a month.
That's what I read. $100 USD a month. and you also have to verify your ID.
Yeah.
So you have to
That's fine.
You have to
You got a
give
That's fine.
KYC.
But 100 a
Oh,
month, I
man.
mean, hell, so basically to maintain Crusader Spaces app now, I'm going to have to interact with that paid API, right? Plus, tens of thousands of other applications that are out there. So anyway, just wanted to share that.
So technically, what you're saying is you have to pay for data off a third party, which was given for free.
Yeah, that is true. That's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is people have been building applications, basically advertising for Twitter, like my application. I'm literally advertising for Twitter and driving traffic to Twitter through their API that they're letting me use. So yes, absolutely. I've been using it for free. I'm not charging anything, but Twitter is getting traffic from it. So it's a weird thing, but yeah, they are going to start charging.
Yeah,
I just wonder when.
It's almost like taking pictures of your next door neighbour's feet, selling them on OnlyFans, and then shutting the curtains. That's pretty much what it is.
I
Yo,
guess
what
so.
the
Bro.
fuck?
When you put it like that.
Alpha.
To be honest,
Sorry,
that makes
ladies and
no
gentlemen.
sense at all. But yeah.
Alpha. Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy, I invited Super Spaces. He just got in here. If you can bring him up, you've been wanting to
because
talk
I
to
was
him.
gonna
So
say,
Yeah, I'd like to
I
hear
know.
how this impacts
Yeah,
them.
so you can have him.
they have
You
to
can.
they have to pay now. That's
Nah, yeah, no, I just send them a DM. I've been wanting to
yeah,
see
not
Chronos
me. They
projects
don't
in
have to
there.
pay
So
me. They
they
gotta
don't have to pay you. I said no, just bring them
Yeah.
up. You guys can ask them questions. They're great peeps too, man.
No, I'm a
They're
big
doing
fan.
something amazing. Yeah.
I'm a
Hey,
big
Super
fan.
Space, thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it.
What's up, guys? How are we doing tonight? It's Paperclip. I'm on the Super Spaces account
What's
as
going on,
well. I'm the
buddy?
business
How you doing
development
today?
representative. I saw your DM.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate for coming in. Yeah, this is Chronos, man. This is Chronos Chain. We big community in here. We believe on Chronos. So was asking that question, the $1 million question. When is Chronos going to be in that league of yours?
Oh, you want us to have our own tab? Yeah,
Of
KB.
course,
Good
man.
question.
Of course.
So we're actually doing away with the ETH and the Solana tabs. And it's basically when you sign into your dashboard now, there will be a bunch of different categories that you can click on. They're basically interests that you might have, whether that be Chronos, whether that be ETH, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whether that's women in Web3 or gaming in Web3, or maybe it's fashion or something like that. There's going to be a whole series of different things you can basically tag yourself under. And then that will help you kind of find communities and find people within those tags that have similar interests as you. And then we're going to basically be doing it, splitting the hosts and the co-hosts. So now it'll be divided up by a host score for one leaderboard and then a co-host for another leaderboard.
Wow. That is really cool. And you guys have only been doing this for what, 2 months now?
Yeah, we started about the end of, or like the beginning of December, roughly.
You really shook up the space. I mean, you guys are the first Twitter analytics page that I ever used to keep track of Spaces hosts. I broke the top 100 for a second, and then I was out. I was out the next day. All these other hosts, they know the algorithm, man. You got to give me the secrets.
I'll give you the secret sauce, man. So the key to the secret sauce is obviously you want to have a large, unique audience, as well as you want your audience to be engaged. And you want to also have, if you're taking a look at your dashboard, one metric that I personally use to try to like help myself grow is I actually look at the number of listeners that I have that are returning listeners versus the number of listeners that I have that are new listeners. And so right now my personal account's a smaller account. And so I think it's more important that I get more new listeners. And then over time, I'd like to try to convert those new listeners into returning listeners. Maybe that's by DMing those people, because you can see exactly who shows up in your spaces. And so and you can see if it's their first time. And so maybe it's by DMing them saying, hey, I really appreciated you coming to my space. If you have any questions about what it is that we were talking about, would love to answer them. Feel free to message me anytime, or whatever it is that works for you and the community that you're trying to build. But then that's a way to kind of convert those numbers a little bit more.
Man, that's a grind. I gotta figure out how to automate that and just
that's like a fucking religion. Go on.
Yeah, and you
Go
don't
on,
necessarily
Alpha.
have to DM all those people,
Okay,
but it could just
for
be
the
a
sake
matter
of the
of
audience,
giving them a follow back, or it could be something going and liking one of their tweets.
Oh,
You know?
for sure. Yeah, man. I'm into that. I like to scroll down to the bottom every 15, 20 minutes and see who I'm not following down there. Crypto Cavern, you get a follow. This is Jesse Crypto Man. Look, the Sphinx people are showing up. That's dope. No, Super Spaces, we wanted to ask you a question about this news that we just heard. I'm sure you've heard it already, that Twitter is going to charge to use their API data. And how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I'm just the business development representative, and so I'm not actually the dev. I'm not sure on that end what they're all coding and doing, but I think, to my knowledge, we've been paying for it for a couple months now. So I don't think we're that concerned about it. Our project currently is entirely funded out of our own pocket. And so, but later on this year, we will be getting a VC funding round as well.
Yeah, you guys look like VC funding. You got it all over you. That's dope. That's dope. So Jello, my guy Jello Mold up here, he just started a dApp that we've all been using to keep track of Chronos specific spaces, Crow specific spaces. And for a smaller project like his, that might be a hit if it really is $100 or whatever we just heard. That's interesting though. That's why Cole's laughing. Real funny, Cole.
And a second, we're not all hanging with Jello.
Yeah, we're hanging.
So
I'm not laughing. That was a cynical laugh of like, okay, I'm hearing you, but I'm not believing you.
No, so if you're big, they charge you anyways because you're.
Well, and it also depends on how many API keys you need.
Right.
So I imagine there will be different level of users for that program as well.
Yeah, how many like your daily users must just continually be going up since you guys are pretty new to the scene, but very popular.
The metrics have been doing well. We've been getting a good amount of daily users and weekly active users and stuff, as well as just every day we do have a couple people that are signing in who haven't like their first time sign-ins.
Can I ask what volume?
But I don't personally actually know the volume for that.
Of course you don't.
No, that would be like a Goody or like a Fred or Shota question.
Color like me. But yeah, you need to come into the chat, know your facts and fiction. So Collier, but you need to come into the chat, know the facts. I never do. And I always say I don't know anything. But look, you need to come in with a project and know the facts.
Yeah, I was DM'd here, and so I just showed up to try and be kind. It wasn't something planned out.
I invited him.
You guys are so fucking mean.
Okay.
Carly, come on,
Carly.
Like, it doesn't matter who's
I know.
Carly,
Fucking
chill.
Come on with the facts for the thing.
Welcome to
Anyways,
Chrono.
Super
Hey, get the fuck
Space.
out of here.
Well, Super Space. One question. I know you guys had something going on for the speakers. I know that you guys were talking about it. It was on the work. I spoke to one of your founders about it. What's going on with that? Do you guys have any update or anything on regards to that?
Yeah, so that's one of the issues that we've been having with Twitter and all the updates that they've been making to spaces and stuff. Some of the key metrics that we were pulling to rank speakers, basically due to some updates and things, it made it more difficult for us to basically feel confident enough to release that. And so we basically decided to put a halt on that for just a little bit while we continue to really nail that down so that we make sure that when we do release that leaderboard for the speakers, it's as accurate as possible in terms of those metrics and that data.
Oh, but you guys let my guy Bunny in there. I saw Bunny was #1 all by himself. He was the only one with data.
I know, right? They got Bunny.
Oh, wow.
Seriously.
And everyone said, Carly, shut up. Okay. Cute story.
Well,
all right, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I thought you were about to say a story. Anyways, thanks for coming, Super Space. I really appreciate you coming such a short notice, buddy.
Yeah, welcome to Chronos.
He's got pull, man.
In case you didn't know.
Katie, you knew this
Fuck.
crowd.
Does anybody
Go ahead,
does
buddy.
anybody else ever feel like when they're in these fucking spaces that like it's when you bring your like girlfriend like to meet your family for the
I
first
was
time
just
at
gonna
like
say that,
Thanksgiving,
Troopers.
everyone's
I was like,
fucking
this is
pissed
not the
on too much
first date
wine, and you're like,
introduced to
oh
mom
fuck,
poop. This is like
we gotta
third
get the
date.
fuck out of here. Come on.
Yeah, I
So
feel
tell
like
us about
KD just
yourself.
KD
Yeah.
did just like bring me home to his family. I'm like,
Oh my
damn,
god.
man, your
You
family's
gotta give people. You gotta
crazy.
Yeah,
Give
fucking.
them a
You gotta
dude.
warning or
prime
nothing.
people before. Yeah, before they
For,
walk in, you've got to say, okay, like my uncle in the corner, just ignore anything he says.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
just
for
fucking.
those of us with Jewish mothers, that was nothing. Okay,
for
come to my house.
there's
Come on
been
over to
there's
my
been like
house.
20 projects that came before you over the last week, and that you just got the worst hit out of everybody.
Yeah, it's okay. It's Friday. You guys are ready to unleash. It's all good.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we continue to have these Fridays where everybody's got this like angst, and I can't put my finger on it because we just had the best January that crypto has ever seen after the worst year that crypto has ever had. And I think that should be good vibes. I know Murph feels me, but like I'm seeing a lot of fighting. I was in the God Hates NFTs space today, and like homeboy with the little voice was freaking out, talking about they're saying bad things about me and I will not talk to them anymore. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me right now. Like, it's everywhere. I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right.
No, y'all are doing fine.
Oh, shit. We got about 20 minutes till our third
Fuck's
and
sake,
final
Alpha,
420.
if I'm still talking to you, then we're all doing okay.
We're all right. Yep.
Hate you, but I love you.
Carly, remember back in the day, you didn't love me. You used to fucking
What?
yell at me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hate you, but I love you. So we're doing okay.
We're doing great. It's hard to build a family with people that you've never met. And that's exactly what we've done around here on Chronos. I mean, I fucking love some of you guys in a really weird way. Like Bach. Like I love Bach like a brother.
I love you, Alpha. When I used to go, shut the fuck up. You're talking over me. Fuck off.
No, like
But I
he
really
leaves.
do.
You know, look how he leaves. He just leaves out of nowhere. And every time he does that, I get sad. Like, where did he go? Where did Bach go?
I prefer that over, hey guys, thanks, have a good day, see you later.
Yeah, this is not an airport.
Just fucking go. Just get out.
That's it. It's the best way. I'm a big fan. We call it an Irish goodbye. I hope you guys don't take that personally.
Hang on a second now. Like,
hold on.
Alpha, come on. Here we go again. Back to basics. It's
I don't
me
know why.
shouting at you going, oh, I love you, lads. I do. If I love you, Alpha, I can love everyone else. I'm joking, half joking. But yeah,
Anyways,
I love
Super
my
Space.
Alpha.
Super Space. Who won first place for January, man? And what did they win?
First place for what? Was it
Oh, are
poker?
there prizes?
For which category?
Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum.
We didn't do it. It was an entire leaderboard, so it was based on the mixed leaderboard of Ethereum and Solana, like jointly together.
Oh, there was a mixed leaderboard. The one that got the DGOT. You guys gave the DGOT, right? I believe.
We gave out, I believe the prize was ApeCoin, like $500 in ApeCoin, as well as some land.
Oh, was it land? Oh, yeah, it was a land. Yeah, other side land. Yep, it was. Yep, you're right. Who won the first place?
Pio Vincenzo got first place.
Oh, no way. No way.
Pio.
Wow.
He good.
I mean, like, he doesn't have enough. You got to give him more. Like, seriously?
Pio and Nick do that morning
Yeah,
show.
I
And
know.
then
Pig, I know.
they actually decided that they were going to, and I believe it's coming out on Sunday or Monday or something of this next week. They're going to raffle that land off or do like a Twitter giveaway or something as well. They were like, we don't need it. We're going to give it back to the community. So it's pretty cool.
That's super nice of them. Yeah, that's super nice. That's what I said. They're already successful in regards to their space and everything. That's amazing. Nice, man.
Hey, land is gonna do good this year. Gaming tokens are gonna do really well this year. Have you guys seen what Illuvium is doing right now? It's crazy. It broke through 100 like I haven't seen in a while. Who's this guy with the nipple? J Rock on the block. Get at it. Get
That was
at
a
it.
loaded sentence right there. Like,
We get all
way.
hypes around here.
Look at this guy's PFP, man. It's just staring at me like
the
Bit Boy.
hell?
Get out of here with your fucking bullet nips.
It's always about him. Oh my god. Oh shit. Anyways,
Better stop waving or I'm gonna block you.
Listen, I want to shout out Alpha. Nice being in here. Bye, everybody. Super Space. Thanks for coming, man. This is the crazy family, bro. Thanks again for coming, man.
Always good to have you, KD.
Have a good one, brothers.
My guy,
For
Murph.
sure, bro. Thank you, guys.
What's cracking, Murphy?
Hey, boss. Just wanted to let everybody know that the Rumble in the Jungle is about to start.
Oh, let's go. We're not even gonna make it to our third 420. The Rumble in the Jungle is on. If you guys are not in our Discord, you better get there. Murphy's got the link. We're not letting any bots in this bitch. We got a lot of stuff up top. We got Sphinx, we got Boomers, we got the referral code for our Mad Mex trading platform. You can get 5% off of your leverage fees right here on Kronos. We have been breaking that thing. We've been using it so much, but they fixed it today. So make sure you are using the code JUNGLE to get 5% off of your trading fees, and it kicks right back to us.
So I didn't want to interrupt, but holy shit, you're
so
right.
You're breaking balls, and it's going back onto your balls. Yeah?
Back on your balls. Wait, J-Rock wants to ask a serious question. Just ask it in the DMs, bro. I don't trust you. I don't trust none of these trolls anymore, man. That last one that came up here and pinned 75 nasty pictures up top.
Oh my god.
I'm not rolling the dice ever again, dude. That was way too much work.
Dang it, I can't believe I missed that one. Shit.
Was it
Chris,
just
you're
as bad
lucky.
that it was up there for like 5 minutes before I finally made it up here to let you know?
Bad.
Oh my god.
J-Rock
That would just be an instant surely that'd just be an instant rug of the space. Like fuck this.
J-Rock wants to ask us about the NFT in his Coinbase wallet. Hey, that's what I think about your Coinbase NFT, bro. You can have
first of all, it's not his NFT.
Yeah, that's Coinbase's.
That's the first thing.
But best of luck to you. And we are going to be right back here tomorrow at 4:20. You guys don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You should probably go to the Jungle Discord, drink that water, brush those teeth, own your keys, own your crypto.
No fucking way, Alpha.
What?
Too early, but yeah.
No, I know, but I got to go. I'm hungry.
Where's the link to the Discord? DM me that shit.
But definitely not with Discord.
Murphy holds on to it tight.
Get it on that Rumble. You win a bunch of Troopers tokens. Get in on the Rumble.
Murphy, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? A pink bunny?
Yourself a Thundercat. You guys forgot Thundercats are minting on Crocy 2.0. And
this right here. Hold on, boss. This right here is the only one of one OG nobody in the entire collection, sir.
What? Okay. Well, I've never seen anything like it. I like it.
Yo,
is that because Easter's coming up?
You got J-Rock up here?
How's it going, guys?
What's up, J-Rock?
Not much.
I thought you were going away.
No, he's all right.
Here you are. Joking.
I used to be like, I like to fuck around with people and kind of get reactions, but I'm not really feeling that tonight. So, lately, so I've been investing in like the DeFi sort of crypto because recently, like you can tell the reversal trends look bullish on the short graphs. I've invested myself into Phantom, which looks like it's going to do amazing. Like layer 1 this year, if you look at it, is absolutely just going crazy. You can see Aptos, which I think went from, I'm not sure, maybe like $1. It's sitting at like $18.
It was $2. Yep, I followed it down and followed it back up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nonetheless, that's crazy. Layer 1, I feel like it's going to do really well. I got an NFT in my Coinbase wallet, and it said Rarible, and you could see clearly it said the Polygon network down in the little left-hand corner. and it was a picture of MetaMask, and it was a QR code, and it said 10,000 US dollars.
Oh, don't touch that. Yeah. Are you holding other valuable things in that wallet?
My old iPhone, I had a bunch of tokens, but I lost that one because I didn't keep the code. But I have almost around 300 Phantom, and I think I have some Ryoshi's Vision.
Yeah, don't mess around, because if it's got a QR code in the picture, I'm already thinking it's, just trying to take you to a website that's gonna phish you, make you sign a transaction that's gonna drain your wallet.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing because like you could tell the grammar and the sentencing wasn't absolutely like there. Like it was like if you were selected out of random winners, you got the $10,000. It wasn't very specific. It was like kind of like you could tell like an Indian was fucking writing it.
They're just phishing. They airdrop those NFTs to everybody, and if 5 people click on it, go to the website and sign the transaction, they're happy. They're
It's
taking
not just
everything.
it's not just the NFTs either. You need to be careful for dust tokens. Like there's dusting attacks that happen on wallets. Like you'll notice if you go to scan your wallet on any of the blockchain scan sites, you're gonna have random ass tokens in there. Don't ever, if you didn't buy it, don't interact with it. Like that's just pretty much the golden rule. So
Yeah, that happened in my old DeFi Coinbase wallet. Before I got my new phone, I got some weird crypto coin I'd never seen before, never bought. And it just appeared in my wallet, and I'm like, what the fuck? I could have swore like I wasn't staking anything. Like I have no clue how this popped up.
I'll tell you right now, everybody here has 9,000 Chronos Classic in their
Yeah,
wallet.
I was about to say that the Chrono Classic is like
Yeah.
9,000. You got like 3K of Chrono Classic in your wallet right now.
They
Everybody.
airdropped me twice. I got 2 I got
And then
2
they say
different 9,000s.
they say you can get $9,000 out of it.
Yeah, best of luck. No, don't try it. Don't do it. Don't touch it. That was good advice, whoever said that. If you didn't buy it, don't touch it. It's
If
not
you know they tried it
yours.
like last year already. They tried once last like 6 months ago. The first Chrono Classic, a lot of people got scammed out of it. And then they just come back like a few months ago.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's the second one. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, that's a scam.
different token. It's named the same thing. I got a bag of both, and I'm not touching either. But we can leave them, and we can look at them, and we can mark that we've been here a long time because we got both the Chronos Classic drops. You know.
Oh,
That's all we can do.
whatever happened to Saitama?
Oh, that's a good question. We had some people that came to Chronos from Saitama. There was a huge community. Scared the fuck out of me. I tried to go in some of
Are
those
you
spaces.
actually okay
Oh
talking
my
about
god, they're all
that? And
rocking. They're all rocking the same
I've
wolf
a
picture.
writers in my view.
Yeah, but
You're
what?
okay.
You
A
need to
writers
focus. You need
in
to
my
focus.
view. They
You need to
are
focus.
rock.
You need to
Oh,
focus,
I thought he
PP.
switched it. He's a kitty
He
to me
switched
now.
it.
Yeah.
Give him a
I
poke,
don't
Carly.
need to switch
Give him a
it.
poke.
I'm not sucking on it.
I have.
Yeah, sorry.
So I have a J rock.
Apologies for the memories. Mikey, what's up?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Chilling.
I just wanted to hop in and tell Murph to check his wallet.
Yo,
What are
that's
you so
dope. I didn't even
nervous
want
all
to
the
tell
time,
nobody
Quinn?
yet. Yo,
Murph,
check.
take your wallet.
That's right. Check this out. Listen. So if you got a nobodies and you choose to wear it as a PFP, you might get airdrop their new Nobu token. And it seems like I just got some. Thank you, boss.
No problem. Thank you.
Goddamn.
You're the third
Murph,
vote.
I sent you something too,
Brett.
but sounds like I should take it back because everybody's airdropping you shit.
Oh, you little shitbird! I saw it. I'm going to put it to good use. I'm waiting on a nice buy-in price on. I'm actually
Oh,
going to
that's
take
better
that.
than putting it on black. All right, good, Murph.
No,
Get
no,
that
no,
in
no.
there.
God's sake. Alpha, you're
Hey,
going for the
I
third
want you.
hole. Will you
I want you to
stop?
know,
Will you stop?
Carly. You're killing me. I want you to know, boss. No, that's going straight to BTC.
Smart man. Smart man. Those of you that bought Bitcoin when it was under 20K, Nice job. You know, I'll never forget when Crypto.com filled my order for ETH at $9.97. That was the best thing I ever bought. I think I've spent it since then. Yeah, I definitely did. But that was a good buy. That was a fucking good buy. Carly, no, now we got to stay for the next 9 minutes. Now we got to hit the last 420.
Well, definitely not. Definitely not.
All right, fuck it.
420. You're not. All of
We
you.
said drink water. We said brush your teeth. We said own
I
your keys,
don't.
own your crypto.
And Alpha.
What?
In Spaces for 2 years. I never drink water. Hate water. It's not.
I know, but I'll keep saying it because
Yeah, that's wonderful for you. But don't force water down my throat.
Hydrate, brush your teeth because your oral health is your body health. Like,
that's wonderful.
Dirty
And
mouth,
one of your
dirty
kids,
body.
Alpha.
I'm telling you,
And
you
now
gotta
we
keep
have.
your mouth clean.
She doesn't brush her teeth either.
I will wash
Well,
that
listen,
with soap.
we have our pink nipple tit.
Yeah, pink nipple
In the
tit.
chat. So
Look how good it was. We brought him up here, and he had some great stuff. That's why we're gonna keep doing this, Carly. We're gonna keep doing this fucking show twice a day. We're gonna keep rolling the dice on whoever wants to come up here.
Alpha, Christ, give me a migraine. You're so excited.
I know. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to do the fucking spiel.
Whatever. Listen.
All right.
Pink nipple tit. Turn the road. I don't drink water.
Can you mute co-hosts?
We know. We know.
I don't know. Can you mute co-hosts? Is that like
no? You can't.
No. Shut up, Troops.
It's a travesty.
Don't go against me.
She doesn't drink water.
Right,
she
Do
drinks
not
whiskey.
go against me.
Now all right, I'll boot Carly. Hold on. Drink some water. Brush your teeth. Own your keys. Own your crypto. That's the most important thing, y'all. Don't tell your seed phrase to anyone. Don't touch those dirty tokens that they airdrop you. You just write your seed phrase down. You put it someplace safe. And then you can show somebody else how to do this because it is not easy. And we will be back here tomorrow at 4:20. No coffee and crow because it's Saturday. Everybody have a great weekend. Crow fan for life. Come on. Lots of love, y'all.
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
Peace.
Of course.